We really exist to, what I like to call create magic and help organizations and people create magic.
TechBirmingham's mission to help us grow our technology ecosystem here in Birmingham is very important in that it helps us raise awareness of technology for Birmingham. It helps us attract young professionals and talent to Birmingham, as well as it creates an ecosystem for that talent to remain in Birmingham, which is extremely important.
So TechBirmingham is an interesting organization, and we've had a lot of conversations about this. TechBirmingham is the one place where these groups can come and have a voice, and the voice isn't representative of a single group, right? So it's not just a large set of large corporations. It's not just entrepreneurs. It's not just technology. It's everyone having the same voice. And Sloss Tech at the end of the year is a lot of times a way to put that voice forward and amplify it.
So Sloss Tech is one of those special events that really touches on the entire landscape of our mission, which is, again, to make sure we're marketing and promoting the city, that we're growing the local ecosystem, and that we're connecting people and providing opportunities for community. Sloss Tech does all of that. I'm encouraged by the fact that it is a fairly young event. Sold out in its second year, was able to attract big name speakers and thought leaders from across the region as well as the country. And it just serves as a stamp of validation on what it is we're trying to build here in Birmingham.
So I think it's important, that once a year or so, we take a minute, get out of the four walls of where we've all been working so hard, and acknowledge the work we've done together on our ecosystem, right? So it's technology, it's startups, it's entrepreneurship, and dole out a little bit of praise for the people who've done well in that world. And on the flip side of that, hearing people come from other places regionally, nationally, to throw ideas out that we haven't heard about, and what can we think about in the next year, and what we'll be talking about next year. And then just mixing all those people together, because it's so important that Birmingham has a voice that's not one corporation or one group. It's a voice that represents a lot of people.
Absolutely. It's interestingly enough, when I think about the ecosystem, sometimes I have to remind myself that it spans age groups as well. And I think back to the one last year where Dr. Adrienne Starks, who's over Stream Innovations, brought out a massive group of her kids, young programmers and coders, and for them to be able to see folks like Ashley Amos on stage, right, co-founder of Mixtros, I think it just made it real, and it was a great reminder for me on what it is that we're building and just how we kind of go about things in that Birmingham way. I don't know if other events really focus on it like that. Who cares if they do, right? We're going to do it the way Birmingham does it, but that was just a good reminder of me that we hit onto something special with Sloss Tech.
And that really also speaks to our desire to create an inclusive ecosystem here in Birmingham.
Absolutely. This year, I think a lot of folks are excited about our keynote speaker, Alexis Ohanian. Of course, we're going to have Mayor Brenda Whiffen kick us off. Everybody loves Mayor Bay. They love the nickname. I don't know if he loves it or not, but we're gonna use it.
We're going to find out.
Right. Yeah, but it's so funny whenever I'm talking about Alexis Ohanian. For the folks who are in the ecosystem, they light up. Mm-hmm. For folks who might be on the periphery, they might know it, and then I'll say Reddit, and it starts to go up a little bit more, and then I'll say Serena Williams' husband. It's like, oh, well, why don't you just lead with that, right? Yeah. So, but all that said, though, I think having him really, again, it solidifies that we have a major event here that folks from across the region are looking toward, and I think we're getting to the point where they're starting to circle it on the calendar.
Yeah, it's interesting because Birmingham is the place for people who want to be in the game. Right? If you like sitting in the bleachers and watching how things go, not the best place. Right. If you want to see, you want to have an impact and you want to be in the game, playing the game, it's a great place. And Alexis is interesting to me because he's a pure tech co-founder as a backstory, right? So that's not always been the keynote. And it's going to be interesting to see because Alexis has a longer history, and he founded a social media site in a day and age when the amount of thrash around what social media is in this world is really important to a lot of people. And so I'm really excited to see what Alexis has to say, what his story looks like, what he's up to now, and where it's going. And I'm glad he's staying in Birmingham.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I definitely want to make sure that we end with the details to hear all of that and everything else that we share with you all. Remember, it is sloss.tech. If you get tripped up over the tech, you can go to TechBirmingham.com, and there is information that will lead you to Sloss Tech. It is taking place August 2nd at the beautiful, historic, renovated Lyric Theater in downtown Birmingham. If you have not been, seriously, it's one thing for us to say, but you have to experience it for yourself. This is a wonderful opportunity to really dig in, create community, and celebrate where it is that we're going as a region. So again, August 2nd, Sloss Tech.